Have you ever reached the end of a day feeling exhausted, even though you didn't actually accomplish very much? You weren't doing physical labor. You weren't solving major problems. Yet somehow, you feel mentally and emotionally drained. Many times, the issue isn't a lack of time. The issue is a lack of protected energy. We often think about budgeting our money. We think about managing our schedules. Think about using our time wisely. But very few people think carefully about how they spend their emotional energy. The reality is that every conversation costs something. Every distraction costs something. Every argument, every unnecessary obligation, every negative environment takes a small amount of energy from us. Individually, those things may not seem significant. Collectively, they can completely derail our focus. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that protecting your energy is not selfish. It's responsible. It's responsible because your energy affects every area of your life. It affects your decision-making. It affects your patience. It affects your confidence. It affects your ability to pursue meaningful goals. Many women spend years trying to become more productive when what they really need is fewer energy leaks. Think about how often we allow things into our lives simply because they are available. We answer messages immediately. We engage in conversations we don't need to have. We consume content that leaves us frustrated or discouraged. We continue relationships that consistently drain us. Then we wonder why we feel overwhelmed. Intentional living requires us to ask a different question. Instead of asking, "Can I do this?" we begin asking, "Is this worth my energy?" That question changes everything. Not everything deserves access to your attention. Not every opinion deserves a response. Not every invitation deserves acceptance. Not every conflict deserves participation. One of the strongest forms of personal power is deciding what no longer deserves your emotional investment. This isn't about becoming cold. It's not about avoiding people. It's not about isolating yourself. It's about becoming intentional. It's about recognizing that your energy is a limited resource. Just as you wouldn't hand out money to every person who asks for it, you shouldn't hand out your emotional energy without thought. Another area where many women lose energy is through distraction. We live in a world that constantly competes for our attention. Notifications, social media, news alerts, endless opinions, comparison. The result is often scattered thinking and reduced focus. When your attention is constantly divided, it's difficult to make meaningful progress toward anything important. Protecting your energy sometimes means protecting your focus. It means creating space to think, creating space to reflect, creating space to hear your own voice above all the noise. The women who appear calm are not necessarily living easier lives. Many of them simply have stronger boundaries. They have learned that peace is something they actively protect. And that protection allows them to remain focused on what truly matters. As we move through this week, I want you to consider one simple question. What is currently draining your energy the most? And what is one boundary you can create to protect yourself from that drain? Small changes create powerful results. When you protect your energy, you create more capacity for the people, goals, and experiences that genuinely deserve your attention. And that is where quiet power begins. Remember, stay focused. Stay intentional. Keep moving forward.